Right, good evening everyone. Tonight we shall be doing a route off the Cornwall main line. This is a service which is the Edinburgh to Penzance service. Following the real life timetable. In fact, this train has just arrived in Penzance 4 minutes ago. So we're going to recreate this timetable, but it's from Edinburgh, and we will be picking it up from Plymouth, and we're due to leave Plymouth at 18:53, and we'll be calling at the following stations. So we're leaving Plymouth at 18:53. We will be calling at Liskeard. I think that's how you pronounce it. Liskeard at 16 minutes past 7. Bodmin Parkway, 28 minutes past 7. Parr, 1938. St Austell, 1944. Truro, 2001. Redroof, 2012. Camborne, 2018. St Earth, 2028, and finally Penzance at 2037. Right, now I'm not sure how this works. Let's have a look. Oh, you got DRA, we'll take that off. Ah, yes. So first things first, we shall put the master key. Yeah, that'll help. So we put the master key into the Super Voyager. It's going to be using this class 221 Super Voyager. We still haven't got a... Okay. Right, okay, we will get this to... I can remember how to run this thing. I need to get the passengers on board as well. Right, I need to get... Right, there is a way of doing this. I can remember how you do it now. I've got the master key in. Right. It goes down. Yeah, that's it. It's a bit technical. Everyone's on board. We're due to leave at 18:53. I presume that was the guard. I think it's... this is the tilting Super Voyager, so this should be nice and comfortable for the passengers. So there's not a lot to look at on here really. We've got windscreen wipers and stuff like that. Safety isolation switches. Okay, what we got here? Is that the horn? Yeah, that's the horn. We took the DRA off. Windscreen wipers. No, we don't want that. Directional selector. We've already done that. That's in forwards. That's emergency brake. We do not want to hit that. Headlights. Okay. Let's go into this. This is the Super Voyager. Why are the headlights like that? I do not want that on there. Whoa. That's rear. Right. Daylights. Yep. That'll do. Right. We're about to leave now. Lights are on. Okay, let's go. So, the Class 221 Super Voyager, this is the one that tilts. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars. I thought it'd be longer than that. It's got this mechanism in it what makes the train tilt as it goes around the bends, and it's supposed to give the passengers a much nicer ride. We're speeding. Damn. Okay, we'll just brake. Okay, I think we're going downhill. Oh no, we're not. Yeah, we're speeding. Okay, let's get the speed back down again. Right, we're not speeding now. I didn't realise we were speeding. It's 79 miles, nearly 80 miles. And this is a real life timetable. In fact, the train has already done it. So let's go accelerate up to 40 miles an hour now. Right, I can't remember what the first station was. First station was Liskard. Liskard. I presume that's how you say it. Liskeard. If anyone thinks I'm pronouncing these wrong, let me know in the comments below. So we might be able to hold speed here. So we're not going to these stations. Devonport and Devonport Dockyard. Our first station is Liskeard, and we're due in at 19:16 hours. You can see the train now tilting. Well, the passengers still going to get a bit of a rough ride, but or is it? Or is it actually activated? This, or does it? Let's have a look. What is this? This is the tilt isolation button. Oh, the tilt isolation button. Tilt is authorized. I'm going up to 50 miles an hour now. The tilt isolation button. Let's have a look at that. That says tilt authorized. So if we take that off, tilt's not authorized. That means if when we go through the next station, next bend, it's going to be a bit. Okay, we'll take a break a little bit here. Try not to speed. Yeah, we'll put that back on. Okay. Here's the AWS alarm. Let's go back to this. Let's just go back to here. It's like easy. That one's speeding again, shitbags. Okay. But we don't want to be slowing down that much. Right, we're going to slow down anyway. 40 miles an hour. And then we're coming through St. Bordeaux Ferry Road, platform 1. If we don't touch the controls for so long, it sets off a little audio thing. And we have to acknowledge that, cancel that sound out, that buzzer. Otherwise I think it puts the emergency brakes on. So we might not have to brake here. We've got a 1 in 83 climb. Maybe we just get down to speed without braking. It's looking good. Yep, we are down to speed. And we need to hit that button. We just need to bring our speed back up a little bit. Okay. What was that? That will be a 15 mile an hour. Yeah, it does throw the passengers about a bit, doesn't it? Even though it's got a tilt. So we're coming over this bridge, and then we must go down to 15 miles an hour. So we'll just we'll just let the hill bring our speed down. Once we get through all these little stations, I think we'll be going faster soon. And we've got to get down to 15 miles an hour. We may need to brake. There's that big bridge. I think it's a single track over here. Okay. Well, there's a suspension bridge for the cars, and then there's one for the trains as well. So let's brake for the 15 mile an hour. And I might need to brake a bit harder than this. Yeah, we were going to have to brake a little bit harder. Okay, that'll do. Beautiful. This is a absolutely lovely bridge, this. And we are coming across it now. I.K. Brunel, engineer. 1859. So you've got the one for the railway, and then you've got the one to the right, which is a suspension bridge, similar to the Humber Bridge. And we will be crossing this bridge at 15 miles an hour. And we're maintaining 15 miles an hour. Coming through Saltash. nice steady pace. On a nice summer's evening, which is not very summery out there at the minute. It's very dull. It looks like it's going to absolutely chuck it down. Okay, we have a white ground signal. We can come into the station. And we will be able to go 55 miles an hour in a minute. Once we get past the board. And just about there. In fact, we are speeding up. Yes, we're okay now. We may speed up. If we're going to hit that first station on time, we better get some speed up. I'm just passing the Saltash station. Going over a nice viaduct. It is quite a bendy route, this as well. And it's very steep. In a minute we'll be going up to 70 miles an hour. It kind of handled that bend quite well, didn't it? And we're still going downhill. Right, okay, we can go up to 70 miles an hour now. It's handling them bends at speed a lot better than it did at low speeds. And then we're going to be hitting a gradient. Another viaduct here. Not sure what the gradient's going to be, probably about a 1 in 100 or something. We'll find out in a minute. A 1 in 142, I won't far out. Okay, we can maintain this speed. And we're now leveling out. Trying to maintain 70 miles an hour. Approximately 10 minutes we should be coming to our first stop. We're going through a tunnel. So we will probably going downhill again in a minute, so I think we'll just ease the power off a minute. And then we will go down a 1 in... Right, we need to apply some brakes. 1 in 119. Alright, and 1 in 100. That's good, it's variable. Okay. We've got to slow down till 50 miles an hour again before we go for the next station. And the next station is St. German. So we won't bother accelerating. We will be climbing up a hill anyway as we go into St. German. A 50-mile-an-hour warning board. We'll let the hill slow us down as much as possible. Maybe not that much, but we'll start braking a bit, I think. And I think we're going over another viaduct. Right, we should be getting down to 50 miles an hour. Hopefully by the time we get there we will be doing 50 miles an hour. Only light braking. I need to brake a touch more. Perfect. Over the viaduct we go. And then we're going to climb a big hill as soon as we get past this station. Which will increase our speed to 65 miles an hour. Just passing through St. Germans now. Getting ready to climb the hill. It's screeching on the rails a lot. Now we can go fast. Or we can go back up to 65 miles an hour now. Let's increase our throttle. It's a 1 in 78, so we're going to be struggling up this. Let's put full power on. Yeah, she won't be climbing this in a hurry, will she? And she's got 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a 5-car set. Let me just go. Yeah, 5-car set in the car. That's all 5 cars contain passengers. I thought it was dummy cars, but they're not. So let's get climbing this hill. We do not want to be late for our first stop. We pretty much got all the bridges and the viaducts out of the way now, so we should be coming to some nice open fast track soon. want to try and hit the station for about 1/4 if we can. I think we're leveling off in a minute. Right, let's reduce throttle. Yeah, we are leveling off a bit. No, that's not speed. Let's try and maintain our speed. It's tilted. Yeah, the hill's just about leveling off now. Or maybe one last climb. Yep, we're just about at the top of the hill now. Here we are climbing it. And then we've not got much throttle on, but we are actually gaining some speed. So we'll just coast. It's taking them bends a lot. Good, better high speed. Oh, we're speeding. Yeah, we're okay now. And our speed will be reducing to 60 miles an hour in 1.5 miles time. Let's try and maintain that 65. And there's another service coming the other way. What is it? Okay, we're in the flat now, aren't we? It is another cross-country service. Okay, we will be braking for this 60 mile an hour. Not yet. I think this is going to be the warning board. That was the warning for the 60 limit, which we are just about slowing down for. And we will be going through a station called Menhoniot. Menhoniot, is it? We're just about slowing down now. I don't think we need to brake for this. And then another hill to climb after the station. Okay, you're due in the next station in about 4 minutes. We're keeping our speed up, so we should be on time. And then we get ready to climb another hill. So this is Menhoniet. Menheniet. So 1 in 80. I'm going to need a bit more power to keep me up that hill. Let's see how much power we're going to need. Yeah, 33% is enough just to bring us back up to 60 miles an hour. Yeah, that's holding us nicely. Just balancing the gradient with the throttle. You should see lift geared. Is it in a minute, hopefully? Okay, we're losing power, losing speed. Let's bring it back up again. Here's lift geared. Yep. One and a half miles away. Just about to get to the top of this hill. So we're going to be stopping here. Lift geared. Pretty much downhill into the station. First stop, 1 mile away. We're due in at 16 minutes past. And now we're going to start speeding up again. All the way downhill into the station. Well, it looks like we're going to be on time anyway. Yeah, just about. Oh, that is levelling off. Right, well, now we need to brake anyway. I think we need to brake fairly hard as we approach the station. Our timing is bang on. We're going to need a bit more brakes than this if we're going to pull into this station. Okay, we're on the old semaphore signals now. We've got a green signal coming into here. Bit more brakes. Let's try and get into this station and without going past. It's bang on 16 minutes past. So let's pull into the station. Should easily get all our 5 cars on there. Yep. Okay, we are here. Let's just brake a little harder. Which will stop at the edge of the platform. Here we are. Our first stop, Liskeard. Next stop will be Bodmin Parkway at 1928. Just wait for the doors to shut. If you're not here, I'm shut yet. There they go. Okay, are we ready to go? Yes, we are. Let's release. Right, 2 beeps means that the guard's happy that we can go. Let's go. Full speed, get up to 60 miles an hour. So it's, what is it? Bodmin Parkway at 1928. There's signal LD9, whatever LD9 is. We're leaving. So we're due in at, what was it, 1928. So another 10 minutes, and then we'll be into the next station at Bodmin Parkway. And another hill to climb in a minute. Just making sure we're not going over that speed limit. We will be going uphill anytime in a minute. Just coast for a second. Yeah, this train handles the bends really well. The passengers are not getting flung about too much. Let's increase the power. Try to keep our speed up to 60. It's a nice big hill. And then we're going downhill again and then back up again. This is quite steep. A 1 in 58. One in 61. Nearly at the top. I want to increase our power back up again. Just balancing that throttle against the hill. It's just keeping us at a nice steady 60. Right, we're going to level off in a minute, so we need to just reduce power. And we're going downhill that way, so we need to reduce the power. And we're going to come into a 40 limit in a minute. Hit the brakes. Try not to go over the speed limit. That was the 45 mile an hour, 60 mile an hour. Back uphill again. A 1 in 53. It's quite steep. And we've got to reduce our speed to 40 miles an hour in a minute. I'm going back downhill again as well. Oh, we're nearly at the top of the hill. Let's reduce our throttle now. I'm going to hit the brakes. And try not to go over that speed. Right, we're going to have to brake a little harder anyway. Half a mile. I think we shall start braking at this next bend. So we'll brake a little bit harder. Get us down to 40 miles an hour. Yeah, we're going to do it. Just hold us there. Start to increase speed again. Okay, I don't know why it's 40 miles an hour here. Oh, I know why. Because we're going to get put onto a single track. Oh, that was a bit quick. Back up to 55 on a single track. Right, let's go. Only one train will be allowed on here at one time. What's this? Oh yeah, it's the same. 55 for multiple unit, which is us, and 40 for anyone else. Or freight trains, is it? Oh, we'll just increasing to 60 again in a minute. And the hill's going to get even steeper. Another viaduct. And then back onto a double line again. Try not to break that speed limit. Another viaduct. Lots of viaducts on this route. We'll be due into the next station in about 4 minutes. What's this sign? Subsidence or something. Back up to 60. And we'll just let the hill take us up to 60. It's pretty much downhill all the way into the next station. Brake a little bit harder. Just keep that speed off. Starting to level out now. And then we're going to be reducing speed back down to 50 again. I presume we're coming into that station anytime soon. In fact, the next station is Bodmin Parkway. As we are on time. Bodmin Parkway. And then downhill again. Make sure we will be going below 50 anyway before we get to the station. Downhill into the station. Got a minute to get into that station. Should be alright. It'll start to lose some speed now. Will we fit the whole train into Bodmin? Probably. Should do. Okay, there was no warning for that speed restriction. Let's think about getting some brakes on. So we're coming into the station pretty fast. Try and get down to 30 miles an hour when we hit to the station. 45. Yeah, I reckon we'll be fine. It's leveled off, we don't need so much brakes now. Here's Bodmin. More brakes, please. Yep. Let's just bring her in nice and gently. And it's bang on 28 minutes past, so we're on time again. Let's stop at the the red board. We should be able to do that. Yay. A 5 to 10 car board, which will be there roughly. I didn't open the doors. Why aren't the doors opened? Okay, well, we'll just call it that. Let's go. For no reason the doors didn't open. Let's get that speed up then. What's the next station? Par in 10 minutes time. 1938 we'll be arriving at Par. P-A-R. We are near enough up to speed now. In fact, we'll coast, as we are going to hit the speed limit. And we'll hit the brakes as well while we're at it. Ooh. Well, that was just touching 66 then. Bring that speed back down again. What's this board? Another tunnel. Graphics weren't very good there, were they? And we're speeding back up again. What we have here is 65, 55. Going down to 45 in a minute. We're pretty much on the flat now, aren't we? Lost Whitfield. We're not stopping here. But we still have to slow down for the station limits. And our estimated time to get into Penzance is actually 1 minute early, so that's pretty good. We'll have to try and break into the stations a little bit better. For some reason the door didn't open. I think it was overshot the station a little bit on that last one. Okay. Just 1 mile to the 45 mile an hour board. Which will start applying the brakes about now, I think. Yep, that was the warning board for the 45 limit. Start applying some brakes. And then we're going up another big hill again. After the station. Green signal. LL11 shunt signal. Yeah, we'll easily get down to that speed. I've got a bit of a freight train here. I don't know if there's actually a loco attached to that freight train. I didn't see one. Yeah, we were coming through Lost Whiffle. Back up to 55 miles an hour again after the station. And we will be due in the next station in approximately 5 minutes time. So let's build the speed back up. And then we will climb up the hill. And then we shall go up to 65 miles an hour. Slowly but surely we'll get up to that. We'll just stick at this speed for now. Get the corners nice and... Don't know what that warning board was for. 45, 65. It's probably to warn the freight trains. It's got a dual speed board on that one, so... Another viaduct. So we can increase our speed to 65 in a minute. Once we get past it. Here we are. It's a 40 for the freight and 65 for us. And to another tunnel coming. Alright, let's increase the speed. I bet the station's at the bottom of the hill again. Seems to be the case. Nice sound effect there going into the tunnel. It's quite a long tunnel as well. Yeah, I like that. I like that sound effect as it goes over the track. Right, we're leveling out. I'm going back down now. Down Main. We shall try and stop in the station this time properly. Here's it's coming up 1 3/4 miles. Let's try not to brake too hard. We're due in there at 19:38, which looks like we are going to be on time again. We have to reduce our speed to 55 miles an hour. So all the stations look like they're in valleys. That was a warning for the 55. Let's reduce the speed. I want to get into the station this time and not overshoot. And then we're leveling off. No, we're not. We're getting steeper. Just for a short time. Okay. Let's reduce that braking a bit. Otherwise we're going to come in too slow. That's looking good. As we get to this signal is on. Okay, we need to brake. This is part. We will not overshoot the station this time. Here we are. So, oh look, there's a class 166 already waiting in the station. Yeah, we're bang on time. Let's see if we can pull up this time properly. It'll definitely be before the signal. On the edge of the platform would be nice. That's about right for us. Yeah, that was a good stop. Yay, they actually got to open the doors this time. Be right back in 2 minutes. Okay, let's carry on. It's getting dark, and I couldn't see my keyboard. Struggling to see my keyboard. I don't know what time it is. It is 9:45. Right, we're just waiting for the doors to shut. Can we go? Right, 2 beeps. I think that's the guard. Yeah, when they heard beep, 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 and then you'll hear that's the door shutting, and then you hear 2 beeps. That's when the guard has said that this is now safe to go. Right, so the next station is St Austell, and that one's at 1944. So not far. And it's, I think much of the climbing's out of the way now. I think we're pretty much, well, it's flattish. So we're going to St Austell. Austell, is it? Austell. Austell. I'll try my best to pronounce these station names, but if you think I'm not pronouncing them correctly, then let me know in the comments below. If you like what I'm doing on this channel, and if you would like to hit the subscribe button and the bell so you can receive your notifications when I'm doing the live streams or videos uploads. And like and subscribe, basically. I thought there was at the end of the hills, but it's not. There's another one coming up. So yeah, if you like what I'm doing on this channel, then don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell button so you can receive your notifications when I'm doing more future videos and live streams. Leave comments in below if you want to, anything you want particularly you want me to do, any particular routes, and if I've got them I will do them. If you enjoy the me doing these routes where I use a real life timetable, let me know in the comments below as well, and I'll do more of those if I can. Or if there's any particular locomotive or trains that you want me to review or run, also let me know as well. Any routes that you want me to review, let me know. If you play this game yourself and you want to know anything about the game, or you know something I don't, let me know again. It's always nice if you know, this is something on the game that you don't quite understand, and someone out there might have an answer to it. It might even be something like a certain type of locomotive that you're struggling to run. Myself might know how to set the train up to get it running. I mean, there are some, I hope, oh, that was a crap horn, wasn't it? There are some trains that are quite technical to set up. Some are pretty much straightforward. Anyway, our next station stop is coming up. Some trains have a lot of safety devices on them. Other trains are just basic, easy, simple controls. Whenever I run a loco, I always run in advanced expert mode. You can have simplified mode, but I like to run in expert mode so you get all the controls available to you. Advanced mode is something I don't do much of. Some of the locos that I've got, especially the Steam ones, they are advanced models. I think the Voyager is an advanced model as well. Right, we need to start braking. If we're going to make this station, and we are on time, just about. Yeah, we do need to brake a little harder, don't we? We're coming into St. Austell, approximately on time-ish. Let's just increase our brakes a bit more. Yeah, we do really need to get this slowed down now. St. Austell. That's quite a pretty station. Right, let's stop. We don't want to go too far forwards. We shall stop approximately where the end of the platform is. That should be about right there. Yep. And then we can open the doors and let our lovely passengers on. The next station will be Truro at 1 minute past 8. Or 20:01 to those who like the 24-hour clock. Truro was the next station, which is approximately 16 minutes away. Right. The doors are shut. Wait for the guard. Yep, that's it, that's it, he's done it. In a career scenario where you're getting scored, although you can turn that scoring off, I always turn scoring off anyway, and then when I get really used to doing a particular scenario, I'll turn the score on then. So once I've learnt these routes and what to expect, I turn my scoring back on, and you can do that in the gameplay options. You can also clear all your progress as well in the tools options. You just click on it. Are you sure you want to do this? Yes, and save. And when you go into main menu, back to drive, you'll see all your ticks and all your little gold, silver and bronze stars have all disappeared. If you're interested in buying this game, it's available on Steam. It is priced at £24.99. Well, it was when I bought it, and that was about 3 or 4 months ago. It only comes with about 4 or 5 routes, and I think one of those is a British route. 2 of those are American, I think. And I think there's a couple of German routes on there. And if you can buy more add-on routes and more rolling stock locomotives, trains, whatever you want to call them, and they're all available through the Dovetail store, as this is made by Dovetail. You can also visit other websites like Just Trains, Armstrong Powerhouse, UK Train Sim, and there's many others which I forget. They all do routes that are compatible with this game, and locomotion and locomotives, rolling stock, assets, things like that. Often tells you on there what you need to run it. So I mean, you might be running, say, I don't know, say you're running the East Coast Main Line, and you want to buy a Newcastle to Edinburgh route of the East Coast Main Line. It'll tell you on there what you need, like the British asset pack, and the American asset pack, which is usually included in the game anyway when you get it. So yeah, if you want to buy this game, it is available on Steam. If actually, I think I might buy that other one. What's that other one called? Train Simulation World or something, I think it's called. I don't know. I quite like this game myself. Okay, I think we're building speed back up. Yes, we are. Break. Just nicely. Oh, 33% holding us nicely there. I mean, when I first got this Super Voyager, I got this from Just Trains. Some of the locos that you buy on some of the rolling stock and train packs that you buy, they do actually come with their own scenarios. But this Super Voyager, they all come with manuals as well. So if you're not sure how to run, get the train going, just refer to the manuals. You'll find them in the Steam folder. If you go into your Steam folder, which will be on mine, it's Steam apps, because I install my games all to an external hard drive. If you've got it installed on C drive, then it'll be, I think it's your x86 folder. Depends what version of Windows you're running. And in there you'll find a folder called Railworks, and you go into there and then you look down and you'll find a folder called Manuals. All your manuals are in there for routes, all the information you need about the routes in there, the signals, what to expect, stations, any bad bends, history of the routes, stations, but just about everything you need to know about that particular route will be in that manual. Well, the way I play games is I play a game, and then if it's something I don't know, I go and read the manual, and then I go back and play the game again. That's how I pick games up. I find it easier to play a game first, then refer back to the manual, rather than read the manual first. A lot of games advise you to read the manual first, but I don't think that's. Personally, I think playing the game first, doing what you can, and then referring back to the manual, and it sort of pick it up a lot better that way. Right, so another 10 minutes, we'll be in Truro. Only 34 miles to go now to Penzance. Well, that was a bad bend, and that did not cause too much G's. One particular locomotive I remember buying was a Class 20, and I spent ages trying to work out how to get that locomotive moving. In the end, I had to go and look at the manual because I got so pissed off with it. And it turned out all it was that was stopping me from making the train move was I turned the camera around to the back wall of the cab, and there's like a lever. You had to pull it and set it. It was like a safety device. I didn't even know it was there. And once you'd set that safety device, you can then operate the reverser and the throttle control, the class 20 diesel. So if you're ever thinking about getting that class 20 diesel, I'd recommend reading the manual first. That was from Just Trains. It was the class 20 advanced. I quite like that little locomotive. It's nice. Good for shunting. It's a good bend. We're back down the hill again in a minute. Oh, it's a really big bend. Yeah, it's not even... Some of the bends are very severe. And they do actually... You can't help but not throw your passengers about a little bit. Oh, this one's okay. Tilt's coming into action there. Right, we're going to have to brake. Brake a bit more. That's it. Oh, it's the first signal I've seen in ages. Oh, that'll be a distance signal, that one. I'll say that one. Yeah, that one's a distance signal. Not long now before we'll be into Truro. Another 6 minutes. Don't seem to go any higher than 65 miles an hour on this route, but I may be wrong. I think there is a faster section as you get towards Cornwall. Not Cornwall, Penzance. I'm not sure. Can't remember. It's been a while since I've been on this route. I've got this is the Cornish main line, and then I've also bought the South Devon main line as well, which goes from Plymouth up to, is it Taunton? I think it's Taunton. I bought that route because I thought, well, if you're gonna have the Cornwall route, let's have the Devon one as well. And then if you want to do quick drives like I do, I can go all the way from Penzance all the way to Plymouth, and then from Plymouth I can go all the way to Bristol, say. Not Bristol, Exeter. And then if I wanted to, I could change route. Let's cancel that. I'll change route and go from Exeter to Bristol, and then if I wanted to, I could go from Bristol all the way up to Swansea. So you can make a good run of it. I've done that route before. Right, let's back up to speed again. Let's get the speed back up now. So you can do that if you know much about the country and what routes are where and what stations are where, and that you can pretty much piece together your own little routes. I was watching this documentary on YouTube today, all about the Woodhead line. I don't know if it exists anymore. The Woodhead line. Basically, the Woodhead line was a route between Sheffield and Manchester, and it's famous for its Woodhead Tunnel. And I was watching this old black and white British transport film, all about this Woodhead line, and it was saying how it took the guys 3 years to drill out that tunnel, bore it all out big enough to take a double track for the steam trains to come through. 3 years. And the tunnel takes 3 minutes to get through it. Honestly. And them guys were doing it with jackhammers and shovels and barrows and getting all the rock out and then bringing it up to the surface. Anyway, yeah, 3 years to get a tunnel bored out, which only takes 3 minutes for the train to actually get through the tunnel. Wow. If anybody is anybody interested in steam trains more than speeding diesels, let me know. I'll do some more steam. I've got quite a good variety of steam locos, and I've also got a class. The class 325, I think it is. It's a diesel multiple unit. Oh no, is it electric? I can't remember. It's the Royal Mail train. It's a Royal Mail train, but it carries parcels, and you actually see well, it's not doors, they're like sliding doors opening, and you can see all the parcels on the Yorks, on the cages and that inside the train, and it's pretty good. And on the scenarios that you get with it, you actually see the Royal Mail people on the platforms waiting for the train to come in so they can unload the parcels, and they're all in Royal Mail uniform, and I thought that was really interesting. So I might do a stream of that train. That one's running on the West Coast Main Line, that one, between Motherwell and Carlisle. We're going to have to slow down now for Truro. 30 mile an hour to going into the station. Okay, we accept. Warning for the 30 mile an hour. Let's start braking. We are less than a mile away. And make sure we get down to 30 before we enter Truro. I think that all them buildings over there, that must be Truro. Another viaduct. Anybody out there who plays War Thunder? I'm going off subject a bit here, but if anyone out there plays War Thunder and would be interested in forming up a squad with a friend of mine, please let me know in the comments. Oh, that was a long train. We would like to get a squad of 3 people. At the minute we're just me and my friend. We play planes a lot on War Thunder. We do play tanks as well, but not often. And also we've just started getting into the naval forces as well. with the ships, which is, we found that was quite interesting as well. But generally we just fly planes. We would very much be interested if anybody wants to join us. Add us on the friends list, and we can squad up. And we can go out as a squad of 3 or 4. Right, we're coming to Truro. We are on time, just. Let's brake. Brake, 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 brake. There we are at Truro, 1 minute past 8. Well, 2 minutes past 8. Just about on time. It's pulling up just right. We are 1 minute late. That's not a problem. We can make that time back easily. When we're looking at the ETA for Penzance, we are approximately 4 minutes early. So if anyone does play War Thunder and they do want to squad up with us, my, what do you call it? My screen name is, or my gaming name is Black Swan 19722. If you find me on the game, then you may send me friend requests, or my friend is Kazamana. I think it's spelled Cazamana. Kazamana. He would welcome your friend request as well. If we get enough people interested in the game, we might even create a, what do you call it, a clan, because you can have clans on that game, but only if you're really interested in doing it, because it does, you have to pay money into the game to create clans. I think you do. I think you have to pay for some gold, so I can't remember. I know World of Tanks, they're another one. If you want to create a clan in World of Tanks, or a guild, or whatever you want to call them, like 60 miles an hour, I think you have to buy like something like 2,000 gold or something just to set a clan up. What's our next station? Red Roof. Red Roof? Red Roof. Is it Red Roof or Red Roof? I don't know. REDRUTH. Red Roof or Red Roof? Red Roof. Probably. Red Roof. Anyway, we're due in at 12 minutes past. So if you're interested in games like that, let us know. I do occasionally play World of Warships as well, but I don't know if anyone else is interested in that sort of thing. But mainly it's War Thunder for our multiplayer online gaming. I mean, War Thunder, I can remember when it was just planes. And now they've got tanks in there, boats in there, they've got helicopters in there, the jets. It's pretty much everything. Okay, let's not go speeding. Big hill again. How steep's this one? 1 in 80. That's not bad. That sounded rubbish. I think it should be the other way around. The B key first, then the space bar. We'll try it that way around next time. Or was it? We did have a few years ago. I used to be in a War Thunder clan. I can't even remember what it was called. I think I created it. A lot of the people who used to play World of Tanks, we had a clan with them, of which I was the commander. And then we went over to War Thunder and we created a clan in that. This is going back a few years now. I don't know what happened. I think we dissolved that one. And our clan, what we had in the World of Tanks, that one's gone now. That one's dissolved. A lot of people just lost interest in the game. Didn't turn up to training days and stuff. Because we used to have training days, meetings and what have you. And you enter like competition battles and stuff. Let's try it this way. Oh, that sounds better. So we used to enter these competitions and people would say, oh, we'll go with this competition. We need 6 tanks per team. And you'd win loads of gold and stuff like that. So they go, oh yeah, let's do it. And then come on the day when the tournament is going to kick off, it'll be something like 1800 hours British, not European Central Time, because the game is majoritarily based in Europe. And then some of the players didn't turn up. Didn't come online to come and do the competition. And then you would get disqualified, or in the draw you would get put up against another team. And I'm speeding. The rules of the game would say, if a full team of 6 players does not turn up for the tournament, then you would lose by default. So the other team wouldn't even have to battle against you. They just go through to the next round. And that used to do my head in, that, because you used to get these players joining your clan or guild, whatever, and then they didn't turn up for bloody important tournaments. I mean, everyone wins some gold, and you win a couple, I don't know, maybe 5,000 or 6,000 gold or something, and then you share it out between everybody in the game. But people were not turning up, and that's why the clan eventually just went away. Let's get some more speed back up. Where are we going to next? Red Roof, isn't it? What time are we meant to be there? Well, there's a few whistle boards to be had. So yeah, I think a lot of people just didn't take it serious enough. That's why I gave it up. Thought I can't be bothered with this. No one taking it serious enough. There was only a few of them that was pretty much dedicated to the game. We can go up to 70 miles an hour now. Well, we will be in a minute. So yeah, enough of War Thunder. But if anyone is interested, though, let's have a go. That's an old station there. Probably. We're coming into a more faster section now, which is good. Well, that's only 20 miles from Penzance. I think there's some speed. Speed. Let's just check what the red roof. When are we doing that red roof? 12 minutes past. Alright, so it's not far away then. 12 minutes past. Let's get that speed up. Oh, we're coming up close to a road now. Yay! This is about the fastest we've been in it. Well, 65. I knew it was going to get faster towards the end. Not very long now. Another whistle board. So what do you think to the Voyager then? I think I've been on this train before. I've been on the East Coast one, the East Coast livery one. Yeah, we do not want to be speeding now. 70 miles an hour. We're due into another station in a minute now. Where the hell is this station? Red Roof. I've not seen it. Red Roof. Oh, there's a 40 mile an hour limit coming up. Maybe this is the station. Yep, here it is. I was panicking then, I thought, well. Let's keep going. Some of these train horns are really good and others are really poor. Same with locos. Some of the whistles are really good. Right, we're going 40 mile an hour limit into this station, aren't we? Another whistle board. Right, I'll think about braking now. Not long to Penzance. This will be the warning board. Cancel that. Let's get the speed down now. Getting rather close. Okay. Red Roof. We are going to be slightly late pulling into Red Roof. Well, that's okay. We're still going to be early getting into Penzance. Right, we do need to brake a little bit more if we're going to make this station. Yeah. It's down, getting a bit more civilized round here now, not so much countryside. Okay. Yep. There's Red Roof. Beautiful. Oh, it's a nice station. Coming in just at the right speed as well. Let's just apply a little bit more brakes. Red Roof. That's why it's called Red Roof, is it? Because it's got red roofs, even though it's not spelled the same. Right then, we are approximately a minute and a half over time. We shall get stop here and pick some passengers up. Next station will be Camborne at 2018. And after that will be St Earth at 2028 and Penzance at 2037. Just wait for the doors to shut. Come on, we are running 3 minutes over time nearly. Doors are shut. Right, let's get on our way. We should be in the next station in 4 minutes. Well, we're going to be late for this station, but we're still going to get to Penzance on time now. Over another viaduct. Oh yeah, pick some speed up now. Let's try not to go over the speed limit. The train revs at 1,800 revs per minute. That's not bad. Let's try and go. Yep. Now we can get some speed. Let's try and hit Camborne on time if we can. We could do with some faster speed limits, but we're not going to get any, are we? Going back up to 70 miles an hour again. Well, Camborne won't be far away. I should be in the station in the next minute, but when the station is nowhere to be seen. Oh, it's here. Oh, there's a possibility we may do it. We're speeding. Are we managing that? Well, at least we get to go 70 miles an hour for the next stretch, so let's hopefully we get some. We get to make up a bit more time. Mile to go, and then downhill again. Well, that'd be good to get our speed up quicker. And we'll go up to a 70 limit. We're pretty much on time here. level crossing. Right, then we'll think about breaking into the station. Ah, 70 then 60 again. Now we're going to have to brake very hard for this station. We'll try to leave it as late as possible so we can get in on time. Okay, well, we've made a minute back. Let's brake again. Right, we'll get these passengers on board. Just waiting for the last two cars to get on the platform. Yep, they're on. We was a minute and a half over again. Where's the next station? St F, or ERTH, Saint F, 2028. Let's try and get to this one on time if we can. We're definitely going to get Penzance on time. Right, let's go. Downhill, 70 miles an hour. Should be able to gain some good momentum from this. Come on, let's go. Yay, the speed will come up pretty quick now. Don't forget it up to 70 miles an hour quickly as possible. Oh, we've got a 60 limit. I think the Devon route's got more faster speed limits. And I don't find the Voyager very fast on acceleration. I shall try and get up to 70 miles an hour. Let's count down boards. Okay, do not want to do that. Okay, now we've got to slow down to 60. Okay, let's slow down to 60. Hopefully we'll get down to it. We are going downhill as well, so we're going to have to brake a bit harder. Come on, come on, come on, come on. We're going to do it. Yeah, just. Now we've got to go back up to... Whoa, speeding. Oh, we're going down to 50, aren't we? Okay. We're going back up a little. Alright, 50 mile an hour. I think there's a warning board here. Yeah. No, we'll just see if we can get down to 50. What's our next station? What's our centre of it? Cent if. Right, let's try and get down to 50 miles an hour. Yep, we're okay. Yep. Back up to 65 again. Why is it 50 miles an hour here then? Must be a bad bend. Yeah, it is. That's a very bad bend, that. Oh, and there's a level crossing here as well. Right, let's get some speed back up. I've got a big hill as well. Let's try and make some more time up while we can. Another whistle board, is it? Yeah, another whistle board. Just tell myself that. Just try not to go over the speed limits. And we're due in at 28 minutes first. And go in as close to speed limits as I can. Hopefully we'll gain the time back. One in 61. That was a warning for the 60 mile an hour. It's a mile away, yeah. Here it is. Oh no, it's not. Hail. Hail. It's not the station. Must be the next one. Hail. Oh, 75 mile an hour. Let's try and brake for the 60. 45 mile an hour coming up after the station. Right, let's get the brakes on. We do need to get down to 60. It'll be the station after this one, I would have thought. No. Get down to 45 in a minute. Should see the warning board coming up. Probably just here. Yep, so we better start braking. Try and get that speed out. I'm coming to the bottom of the hill. The station must be close. Okay, can't be much further past this one. Yeah, it's coming up next, isn't it? I think it is. Yeah, Cent if. What are you gonna do? 75 miles an hour. Another viaduct. Hopefully we get, whatever happens, we're going to be in Penzance early. Well, we've got half a minute to get to that next station. Let's get some speed up while we can. That'll do. Start braking. We'll use this hill to aid us. Just put it a little bit more back. We're going to be about a minute late. Yeah, we really do need to hit the brakes now. Back to the old semaphore signals, what we call them. Coming into centre F. We've got class 66 there waiting in station. Yeah. We're on the platform. A minute and a half late. One more stop and that's Penzance, 5.6 miles away, and we're not even supposed to be there till 2037. It is now estimated at 2033. What we're going to do, we're not going to do for 5.5 miles in 3 minutes. Surely not. But we should get there early anyway. Pick some speed up. Uphill as well, so we're struggling a bit. It's a big hill, isn't it? Well, 167 is fairly steep. cancel that. We can we're going to be in this there in 2 minutes. I don't think so. In a minute and a bit. It's a bit off somewhere. How are we going to do 4.5 miles in about 2 minutes? We are doing at 20:37, even though that's estimating at 20:33. We're not getting in there in a minute. That's way out. There's no chance. I don't know how that's working. If you think about it, it's now coming up 35 seconds. No chance. It's a bit out, that. Oh, we're going to be speeding. Okay. The time's coming down even more. Still 3 miles to go. So now we've gone past our, near enough going past our ETA time. I'm going to slow down to 50 miles an hour now. Only got a mile to do it in as well, so should have a warning board coming up anytime soon. There it is. Get down to 50 miles an hour. We've gone past the 20:33 in 26 seconds now. We've got 3 minutes to get in to Penzance. We should be fine. 15 miles an hour. This is the station coming up. Right then, let's make sure we get down to fit. Are we going to make it? Yes, we are. Okay, that's enough. Let's keep the speed up. Don't know what that was. Oh, was it the yellow signal? Oh, we might have to wait. Looks like we may have to slow down. One yellow signal. Next one could possibly be red. Right, we'll better think about slowing down just in case it is. Okay, what's this one for? That'll be for the 15 mile an hour. Let's start slowing up. It might be red. Might be a train coming out of the station. Well, that ETA time was all wrong. The other time, we're due in the station at 37, but it's nearly 37 now. Yeah, sounds about right, doesn't it? We've been approximately a minute and a half late getting into the last few stations. So what's this next signal then? I'm not seeing it yet. If it is red, we will have time to brake for it. Can't see it. It's round a corner. Where is it? It is red. It's looking red to me. Yes, it is looking red to me. Okay. Do we have permission to go through it? Yes, we do. Okay then, let's do it. Okay, we've got permission to go through that signal. Well, we need to just... we've got a double... So, we are going to be approximately a minute late. I'm just going to slow down to 15. Which line are we coming in on? There's another signal up here. I presume this will be the white one on the ground there, the ground signal. Yay! Actually, we're not doing bad. To arrive a minute late, that's pretty good. No more signals. And we are arriving at Penzance, which is pretty much at the end of the country, right at the tip of the Cornwall. Okay, get all this big platform. We better slow down because those little blocks on the tracks. So we might trigger them off if we don't slow down. They often little sensors that I think there's some more up here as well. Well, we're on the platform, so we'll bring our speed down a bit more so we don't trigger those two sensors off. We'll go in as close as we can. Yay! If you're going over them at 15 miles an hour, slam the bloody brakes on. Here we are, approximately 2 minutes late. Waiting room, cafe and shop. We've arrived. In the cross country, class 21. Right, I hope everybody enjoyed that. That was quite an interesting one. And I'll probably see you again later maybe. If not, it will be tomorrow. So bye for now.